Hello everyone, welcome to the video, and today we're going to be talking about the best Valby build in the game. There are a couple tweaks that I would make to this, but overall it is pretty good. Valby is pretty known for being not that good at killing bosses, and as you can see by this clip, I absolutely demolished the Devourer. And I know this guy's a pretty easy boss, but the damage that we're getting from these ticks are absolutely incredible, and I actually killed the Devourer in 16 seconds, and that's literally right up there with my bunny time. My bunny time is like 13 seconds, and I have a full min-maxed bunny. So that's pretty incredible damage for Valby, and I truly believe that people are using her wrong. And the reason people are using her wrong is because all of her damage comes from the bullet ability. If you use this ability by just throwing it out, it will just go forward and you won't really get that much damage. You can see the ticks, they aren't that fast. But if you jump and look down and then use the bullet, then all of them are going to bounce in pretty much the same spot, and every time it bounces it drops a new puddle, and each one of these puddles will tick for a dot. And that's how we're getting this absolutely insane amount of tick damage, and that's where pretty much all of my damage comes from while I'm bossing. And so now we're going to take a look at the modules, and the most important one is obviously going to be Supply Moisture. This is an incredible module, and the reason for that is because you can check my stats right here. 10% crit hit, which is terrible, and 30% on my weapon. And then when you're standing on water, this becomes absolutely insane. We have 60% on the weapon and 53% on the skills. But now we're going to be taking a look at the rest of the modules. So we have Skill Insight for more crit hit rate, and we have MP Conversion for maximum cooldown. We want to be able to throw as many of those bullets as we can. We then have Skill Extension. This is just going to allow our pools to stay around longer, but you can swap this out for Spear and Shield. This will give you a little bit more defense, which is probably needed for most boss fights. I just wanted to get the fastest Devourer kill I could, but honestly either one works. We then have Nimble Fingers for even more cooldown. I want as much cooldown as I can get. We have Focus on Non-Attribute for some more skill damage and a little bit more cooldown. We then have Skill Concentration for crit hit, then Skill Simplification, and then Dangerous Ambush. This is really good for colossi. And then we have HP Amplification so that we're not getting one hit. And the last one is Skill Expansion for just a little bit more range. The farming build is very, very similar, and the only difference is Preemptive Strike we have, but honestly, you can swap this out for anything. If you're having like MP issues, you can throw an Energy Collection, and you know, that works as well. Overall, that slot doesn't really matter too much. And for a reactor, we have a non-attribute and fusion reactor. The substats are skill effect range and skill cooldown, which are really, really good. And it is Thunder Cage mounting. However, I think the Enduring Legacy would just be overall way better on this build. I didn't have it in the video, so it is what it is. We then run the 4-piece Slayer set. This just gives us a lot more skill power, which is nice, and it gives us a little bit more ammo, and that helps a lot when we're hitting a Colossus weak point. But now I'm going to show you guys the Thunder Cage, and again, I think the Enduring Legacy is overall better. These are the mods I have on it, and overall, the Thunder Cage does just fine, but honestly, I think even maybe the Tamer would be better, but I just hate LMGs because there's not a whole lot of move speed. But there are, like, for substitution weapons, you can do Eternal Willpower, Enduring Legacy, Tamer, Thunder Cage. You can maybe even get away with the Python. Pretty much all of those weapons are solid choices. And I didn't talk about the farming build a whole lot, but it will give you 100% uptime on your V, and that's pretty much all that matters. The damage is decent as well, but overall, farming builds don't have to be too crazy. And pretty much the only thing I was worried about was, you know, a good balance of survivability, uptime, and damage. But that's pretty much it for me today, so if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like as well as a sub. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.